A special master will now be assigned to rework this map right here that was passed by the Alabama legislature earlier this year. A three-judge panel making that decision just a few hours ago. The issue of redistricting has been at the forefront for state lawmakers for months now. WVTM 13's Lisa Crane joining us tonight with a reaction. Lisa, you talk with a Democrat who's a member of the committee tasked to redraw the maps. What'd they tell you about this?
Well, the court blocked the proposed map submitted by lawmakers. The three-judge panel even rebuked lawmakers for not doing what they were instructed to do, which was to draw a map that gives minorities a chance to elect the candidate of their choice in 2 districts. Now, one of the state senators charged with that task on that committee says he didn't feel like his voice was heard. State Senator Roger Smitherman is the longest serving of the 22 members of Alabama's redistricting committee. He says he's not surprised with the court's decision to block the latest map approved by lawmakers.
They never did deal with the true opportunity for an African American to have a chance to get elected out of that district, or a Democrat for that matter.
Smitherman says part of the problem was that the proposed new maps didn't come from the committee as a whole. They were submitted by a few select members.
So not only it wasn't a committee plan, we had zero input and we didn't even know what the plan was going to be.
But Smitherman says it was an almost impossible task from the beginning because they were given contradicting instructions. It's something Alabama Congressman Robert Aderholt spoke to us about last week.
What has been puzzling about this whole entire debate is the fact that you're not supposed to draw congressional lines based on race. And therefore the court to order that there has to be based on race is almost like the court talking about two sides of its mouth.
I would love to have 2 districts that had in numerical the majority African American, but to do that you're gonna have to gerrymander. So if you come with gerrymandering and the court decide that did not meet the standard, then your plan is not going to be considered.
The state senator Smitherman says he's optimistic the court will be able to come up with a district map that is fair and gives minorities a chance at equal representation. Live in Birmingham, Lisa Crane, WVTM 13.